Moving on to more citywide issues.
Yes, there we go.
Number one, since you live close by, and one of the comments that I've had from many North Cantonians is the eyesore in front of the Hoover plant. And Mayor, I just interviewed Mayor Held, and also your opponent, Dominic Fonte, and they assure me that that's going to be taken care of in short order. Do you share that optimism based on what you know?
I hope. I have been so optimistic about this project for years, especially growing up there. My mom still lives directly behind, like 2 blocks over. It's hard to drive through town. That was such a beautiful area. I mean, our whole lives, most people's lives that have been long-term residents. I don't know how it can be rectified short-term. I hope they're correct on that nature. I'm a little bit more realistic, and I think it's going to take all of us like rolling up our sleeves to really come down on the developers to see what's really happening and what is the holdup, and to get a more definitive commitment and timeline, not just a handshake and saying this is what we're going to do. I mean, I want to see more.
And you want that for accountability purposes.
100%. Like, we need to know that this is actually this is a huge project. And yes, there's other projects that this developer is engaged with within Stark County, but this has been going on a bit longer, and it's hard to look at. I'm not going to lie. It breaks my heart every time I drive. I mean, I drive Main Street every single day, and it physically upsets me that we have so much empty space, even outside of the building itself, but even the old parking, and even the going down Howard, the parking to the north of the Hoover Company. It's dangerous back there. I mean, there's graffiti. There's been, car break-ins, and it's just not. We need to clean it up. We need, that's an.
And this is the center of the city.
And the big thing is that's the center of. I mean, that's a pickup spot for the Stark Trails. They ran them all down Taft, right in front of my mom's house. And they did a beautiful job at that, for sure. But when you're going through that parking lot to get into that trail, you really should feel like you're in a park-like setting. If we can't develop it, we need to green space it at that point. We need to fix up the parking lots that are vacant. They look horrendous. And I feel like that stuff, that if we can at least get rid of those boards on the doors and get some of this starting, I think our citizens will get the buy-in that we're working on this. Like, something needs done and shown as evidence that this is a commitment that it's going to get accomplished.
Some of the feedback I'm getting is that one of the plans for finishing up at the Hoover Complex is apartments for millennials. Is that a good thing for a doable thing for North Canton?
I don't know about the millennials. My husband and I have joked how wonderful it would be to live there.
Really?
Downsize. I mean, in today's generations, I don't care really what age you are, but if you're 40-something or older, now granted we have 1 child. We don't have a family of 3 or 4, but yes, you're gone all the time between kids' sports and your careers and travel. I don't know why we need all these big homes to maintain and care for. I think it shouldn't just be an attraction for millennials. I think my grandmother, years ago when this project started, she talked about moving in there to be able to walk to the library and walk down and have dinner with her girlfriends. I don't think we need to necessarily target millennials for this project. I think it needs to be something that we bring in really great retail to bring more business. You need business to keep things moving, keep people employed. But as far as those apartments, I mean, look what they've done downtown Canton. And I know a lot of retirees that are down there living life because they can walk to the restaurants and, get stuff done. You don't have to worry about, you get a mini big city. We're never going to be in New York or Chicago. My husband and son and I love New York City. We go twice a year. That's like something you can do for 2 days.
Right.
I want North Canton to be just very up and coming and advanced in that piece, but we are still just only North Canton size. We're not this huge big city. So when you focus on millennials moving in there, I don't agree with that. But I do agree that we have a lot of citizens and people that are moving in, especially think about single professionals.
The objective should be more broad-based than millennials.
Yes, I feel that way.
Right. That, of course, is in tune with your appreciation of Ward 4 is the diversity factor.
Oh, for sure. And if you look back at it too, like I just think of myself, if I was not, and I have a lot of friends that aren't married, not have a family, and are professionals. If I could have a beautiful apartment and a safe, very safe, that's one thing I will always give North Canton, our police staff, our EMS, and live in a great little downtown like that at 40, 45, even 50 years old, why wouldn't you? I have a couple nurse friends that literally rent these homes they don't need because there's no luxury apartment per se available to them within the city limits. That's who we should be really targeting.